Yo, what's going on, ladies? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. So in this video, I want to tell you the only type of guy that will wait around for sex. Okay, so I know you ladies are out there dating, doing your thing. And what you have to understand is that there are some guys who are going to wait around. If you say, hey, I want to, wait, take my time, get to know you, whatever, thing that you tell these guys, right? You're going to have some guys who are going to wait. And then you're going to have some guys who are absolutely not going to wait. Right now, what I want you to understand is the type of guy, right, who is going to wait around for sex is the least attractive of men. Okay. So let's say you split up men into two categories. You have the attractive guy and then you have the unattractive guy. The guy who's going to wait around for sex is the unattractive guy. Now, when I say unattractive, I'm not talking about just physical appearance. I'm talking about unattractive in his entire vibe and energy about who he is. And what happens is that you may not necessarily realize this until later. But if the guy wants to have sex with you and you say, well, I want to wait. And he's like, okay, cool. And he takes you on a bunch of dates and he's, going at your pace. That is the unattractive guy. That's the guy that's going to wait around. Now, the attractive guy will never wait around for sex. It's not going to happen. Now, you might be saying, well, why is he not going to wait around? And what makes this guy attractive? What makes the other guy unattractive? Because I know you're probably like, oh, well, but the guy who waits around, he could be an attractive guy too. I've been on dates with guys who I was attracted to and we waited and all this other stuff. Now, what you have to understand is that the attractive guy doesn't wait around for sex because the attractive guy is used to getting sex whenever he wants, right? And the reason why he gets sex whenever he wants is because he's attractive. You understand what I'm saying? So he's in a situation where his reality is that when I deal with women want to have sex with me as soon as possible because they're that sexually attracted to me. Right. So what happens is that if you end up on a date with this guy or interacting with this guy and you tell him that you want to wait, he's going to be gone. Or what he might do is he might leave in that moment, but leave the door open. He'll say, okay, well, let me know when you're ready to make it happen. Let me know when you're ready to have sex. Right. And the reason why the attractive guy does that is because it's his norm to get sex easily. So that's like the bare minimum. So what happens is that it's not going to make sense for him to wait for you when he can go get it elsewhere from women who won't make him wait. Now, what happens is that you might think if you're looking at this on the surface, you might think, oh, he's doing that just because he's a horn dog and he just wants sex and all that other stuff. It's not really necessarily about the act of sex, but it's more about what he's used to as far as that attractive guy. Whereas the unattractive guy, he's used to women making him wait. So for him, that's his norm. So for the unattractive guy, it's his norm for women to make him wait. For the attractive guy, it's not his norm. So for the attractive guy, since it's not his norm, he's not going to wait. It's like, for example, let's say if, you have a person who, he likes sneakers or some shit like that. Right. And let's say he buys, all the newest, latest sneakers. And not only does he buy the newest, latest sneakers, sometimes he gets the newest, latest sneakers for free because he has a friend or a few friends that work in that industry that's able to get him some free sneakers. Right. And then let's say another person comes around and they say, hey, I just started this sneaker brand. Can you buy my sneakers? And what they're saying to that person is, I want you to buy my sneakers for twice as much money as what you would buy for these, name brand sneakers. And not only that, the sneakers that I'm trying to sell you are knockoffs of the name brand shit you would buy. So he wants this guy who gets free sneakers and buys high quality sneakers to buy his cheap knockoffs for 2 or 3 times the price. He's like, hell no. Because he's used to getting a certain caliber of sneaker. He's used to getting a certain type of sneaker. He's used to involving himself in certain types of materials and brands when it comes to sneakers. And that new person who's trying to sell him it, he ain't it. So it's the same thing when you're dating these guys. If you're dealing with an attractive guy, he's not going to wait because that's not his norm. Whereas the unattractive guy will wait. And so what I mean by this is that at some point, what happens is that if you continue to date this unattractive guy, you're going to notice what makes him so unattractive, because the unattractive energy has been there already. You just didn't notice it until later on, right? Later on, you might see that he's kind of needy. He's kind of clingy. Why is he clingy and needy? Because he is not the type of guy who has access to women like that. If he had access to women like that, he'd be like the attractive guy who gets sex from women because he's attractive. But because he's an unattractive guy, he doesn't get access to women like that. And therefore, his norm is to wait when a woman even gives him any type of access to her. Because he's like, well, I got to go along with what she's saying, because if I want something to go down, I have to follow her, because I'm not like this attractive guy over here who can get it his way. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is this. If you're in a situation with a guy and you want to wait, understand that him waiting means he is more than likely that an attractive guy. And the funny part is that you know this already, which is why you have no problem with him waiting, or you have no problem telling him to wait. Because the funny part is, if you think about it, there are certain guys that you hooked up with ASAP, first night, one night stands, or within that week. And the reason why you hooked up with him is because you thought he was very sexually attractive and sexually appealing. So the fact that you would make the other guy wait, you're already telling yourself he's not as attractive as the attractive guy, which means what? He is the unattractive guy. And that is the type of guy who will wait to have sex with you.